This is season 2 of the Circular Economy Competition, a program in line with the European Union's support to Ghana Net Zero Ambition, SDG Goal 12 in responsible consumption, production, and social equality. A call for entries were rolled out on various platforms. Intriguing ideas were received with proposed business plans. A team of able judges have been put together for decision-making and mentoring. The final projects will battle it out for the grand prize for 100,000 Ghana Cedi seed funding. My name is Bliss King, and I am your host. The journey for the grand prize of a 100,000 Ghana Cedi investment funding is on. Which of the shortlisted projects with a convincing business plan will be number 1?
We are from Consman.
From Nut Recycling Center.
We are from Agape Company Limited.
Darkling Design.
We are Sergey.
We are Medio Foods.
Ecotec Solutions.
We are Immobilance.
And we are from Agri Makeup.
The stage is set, the lights are bright, and the cameras are rolling. Right now, we'd like to see our judges. Jesse, Amma, and Simon. It's good to see all of you back for another season. What are your expectations in this first part of the pitching? Simon. Yeah.
I think it's pretty straightforward from my perspective. This is season 2. Season 1, the contestants didn't know what we were expecting, what we were looking for. Season 2 don't have that excuse.
Now you know.
They know. They've had every opportunity to rewatch season 1 over and over and know what we want. That this is no game.
What's Amma expecting?
Better pitches, bigger, bolder projects with sustainability in mind, with circularity in mind, and more teams. We want to see more teams with the background and the discipline behind solving these big issues around environmental sustainability.
How bigger? You mentioned bigger, bolder ideas. So I'm asking Jesse, how bigger and bolder are you expecting the ideas to be this season?
Well, I don't know about bigger and bolder. I'm hoping to see very unique ideas, at least ideas that we probably didn't see last year. I'm hoping that worst case scenario, the plans that we received this year would blow our minds. And finally, for me, that the whole circularity conversation will be more enhanced this year.
There you go, contestants. This is your big moment.
For me, I'm relaxed, as you can see, because this is an experience and I'm here to learn and get more insights on my business, basically. Hello, everyone. I'm Barnabas.
And my name is Moses.
We are from Consman. Consman is like the Airbnb for construction, used construction materials, where people get the opportunity to sell, rent, and also purchase used construction materials. Because in Ghana, every year, averagely, over 9,000 metric tons of construction materials are being dumped into the landfills. This is quite worrying because as the number increases, these wastes are also going to increase. Hence, there is a need for a marketplace where people can actually recycle or reuse these materials, and that is where Consman comes in. We provide a platform where people can list their used construction materials for other people who need it to use. At Consman, we are promising our customers 30% save of their construction costs because they'll get the opportunity to sell or rent off these construction materials. Mostly people don't know what to do with their waste construction materials after their construction project, and that is why Consman is here. Basically, at Consman, what we are doing, we work online. So we're using this money, if we win, to build a very robust app and web application for everyone in Ghana, Africa, globally to have the opportunity to this new marketplace to reduce zero redundancy of construction materials and waste into the environment while earning money and also saving the environment from waste. Thank you.
James, well done. That was looked like you practiced your first pitch. That's good. So, look, what you're doing sounds good on paper. What are you doing so far? How far have you got in the process?
Okay, so we have created a platform which is already out there using ShareTribe. So where so far we have about 15 leads. So
15 what? Sorry?
15 leads. So 30 of them have filled our Google form, and then 10 of them have also signed up to the platform that we have created. And then we have closed about 10 transactions so far, whereby people have listed their used building materials like wood, shovels, wheelbarrows, and nails, and other people have also rented those materials. Yes, that's what we've done so far.
Is it mainly B2B or B2C or?
Sorry?
Yes, B2B.
No, it's actually B2C, but we look, we are looking forward to add retailers of these materials. So we also realize that there are retailers out there also rent out the material. So we are looking forward to add on-board retailers who would also be, selling their products or renting out the materials on our platform.
And why have you made that decision?
Sorry?
Why have you made that decision? Is it based on market research or your gut feeling?
So, so for now, we are doing C2C, like we are doing it directly to the customers.
Yeah.
But we are looking forward to also add them to the platform because we realize that they are already also doing like rental, right?
Yeah.
And maybe people might not, in Ghana, for example, we like the physical interaction. So at some point, we might have to even leverage on these retailers whereby they can actually even buy some of these used materials so that other people will go there to pick it. It kind of like before, someone would go to that shop, he might have already gone through our platform and realized that, okay, this shop has used materials that I can go and then pick up.
How do you ensure quality control?
Sorry?
How do you ensure the quality is what they're saying it is?
Okay. So quality, we want to work with masons, craftsmen, and they are our agents who will be ensuring the quality of these materials. So they would, before someone will list the material, then the mason will satisfy that, okay, this material like the wood or the nail is still in good shape to be used.
So you're relying on the credibility of the mason?
Because they use these materials and they are experts when it comes to...
So you're relying on them being experts?
Exactly.
Okay.
Our session went well. I think the pitch went really well, and I think one of the comments they made was that it's a succinct presentation, and we are really hopeful that we'll get to the next stage, and we are looking forward to that.
My name is Agape. I am here with my co-founder, Vicentia Echiani Brago. Well, we are feeling a bit tense, but this is a bigger platform, so we are ready to showcase our innovation and how we are contributing to the circular economy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vicentia Brago Echiani. I'm the founder for Darkling Design, and I'm here with my co-founder,
Agape.
Okay, so Darkling Design is a group of professional fashion designers, and we specialize in blending African fabric on t-shirts, Lacoste, hoodies, and many more to come up with innovative design that portrays the heritage of Africa.
Okay, so what problem are we trying to solve? Darkling Design, during our market research, we've identified that about 90% of the total population of youth in Ghana prefer Western clothing over the local ones, simply because they complain most of these local designs are not quality, neither do they come in different varieties that can be purchased upfront for their various needs. And also, being in the branding industry where we provide digital embroidery services for companies, we identified that more of the t-shirts and the Lacoste that are used in our industry are being imported. So how do we intend to solve this problem? Darkling Design, we came up with our own unique way by using our locally manufactured fabric to produce these t-shirts that are more quality and comes in different varieties that can be purchased upfront for their various needs. Our impact or our contribution to the circular economy. We can all attest to the fact that about 90% of the total waste fabric produced in the fashion industry end up being burnt or dumped onto our land bodies, which takes more than 200 years to decompose. But with Darkling Design, we are coming in by gathering all this waste fabric, join them together, to come up with more unique designs that sell the identity of Ghana and Africa as large to the rest of the world. So here is the sample of what we have. This is what we've done. It's not printed. It's done with local fabric. So it's different from, and we are also using this. This is all done with local fabrics. This is all done with local fabrics. So this is, and what I'm wearing too, and what I'm wearing too is part of our product.
Yeah.
So at this time,
So what you produce is the extra you put on it, or the whole?
Everything.
Everything.
From waste material.
Yes.
And
So
the
you can
waste
see
material is found where?
from fashion houses.
Like
so,
their
Of
pieces.
cuts, of
or
cuts.
yes, of course.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So your t-shirts, right? This core t-shirt is from where? China? It's imported into Ghana, right?
Yes, yes.
Because you're claiming your people love imported materials.
Yes.
Your age range is between what and what of your customer? Between age, what, 18 to
18.
30?
Yes.
5? Okay. So this is imported material from China, which alone, circular economy, maybe on the wrong show.
Yes.
That's not, we're looking for circularity.
Yes.
Importation is not something that is particularly.
If you said it had been dumped, like if it's
Yeah,
been
if
dumped,
it had been coming from
better.
a dump somewhere, you had reclaimed it and
Yes,
you had
so the fabric,
upgraded it would be a different issue.
yes, so the fabric that we use to design it.
The added bits.
Yes, so they are waste fabric from
I
fashion
get you,
houses.
but the fundamental t-shirts are imported from China. And you can actually tell it's imported from China. So for the circular economy show, this is not a product I would want to see on the show. Do you understand why? Do you understand why?
No, please.
yeah, that's the problem. I think you're
That's a
missing the
problem.
point.
So look up
Yeah.
importation, air miles, carbon,
Yes.
carbon credits from
Because you're
of
encouraging it. You're
Yes.
encouraging the
So,
import.
so on our slide, we have a portion that when we are buying the t-shirt and when we are producing the t-shirt.
Close your eyes.
Is that what?
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Think of the t-shirt I'm holding.
Okay.
What do you like about it? Describe it. What do you like about it?
Because of the
No,
Africa.
no, no. What do you like about it?
It's unique.
I like the continuum.
I like that it's unique. It's not printed.
What makes it unique?
Because of the Africa fabric used to design the shirts.
Of course. What I really like about this t-shirt is the value add on it.
Okay.
Your entire story, your entire business is in what's in front of her.
Okay.
What's by the side of that African print you're wearing. The uniqueness you bring is how you're picking byproduct or waste product as add-ons to things. So you can avoid her questioning on where the t-shirts are coming from. Your job is to pick scrap nobody wants and make it a good accessorized dressing or accessorized things with your stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
First of all, I would say we are grateful for the opportunity to be given the platform to showcase our ideas and what we do. So as a business or as a team, we tried our best, and the judges gave us much advice which we think will implement into our business. So we are hoping to be chosen for the next round.
My name is Nana from Medio Foods. I believe I'm prepared to meet the judges because I have been able to practice and rehearse my pitch. I have worked incredibly hard and I just can't wait to meet the judges.
Hi, I'm Nana from Medio Foods. The Food and Agricultural Organization estimates that about 1.3 billion tons of food is wasted annually. As a result of post-harvest losses, farmers lose revenue and are unable to reinvest into their farms, leading themselves into abject poverty. Furthermore, wasted crops emit dangerous gases such as methane that contribute to the degradation of the environment. Medio works as a business-to-business marketplace, connecting local farmers directly to urban restaurants through the use of e-commerce and cold solar storage houses. This enables the provision of fresh quality produce at affordable prices. To achieve this, we aggregate produce from local farmers to meet the demand of restaurants and businesses that may need this produce. We identify smallholder farmers that have crop quantities that other larger buyers may not accept due to their smaller volumes and pay them via Momo or bank transfers. The produce is inspected and then transported to our warehouse where it is sorted, graded and cleaned before distributed to waiting businesses and restaurants, reducing inefficiency in the supply chain. We are committed to promoting sustainability and the circular economy principle. We prevent spoilage and lack of market access through the use of cold solar storage, and furthermore improve on our shelf life and nutrient-dense content of our produce. We also inculcate this cold solar storage to preserve freshness, and as well as provide a food bank to animal farmers where rejected produce within our packaging line are distributed to them to feed their livestock at low cost. We make money by charging 20% margin on each crop of produce we sell, and as well as bundled packages. So far, we sold to 10 restaurants and made 5,000 cedis in revenue. We are asking for 100,000 cedis to scale up our business and improve on our efficiency, where 40% will be allocated into storage capacity, 20% allocated into equipment of our tech use, and then an additional 20% in hiring and 10% in marketing. Join us in revolutionizing the agricultural value chain and promote sustainability in Ghana. Thank you.
It was good.
Nice pitch. The process was there. We understood how the business works. You asked for what you wanted or how you're going to use the money. Excellent.
So I think you had us all. This is the first time I felt we were all drawn in.
And
very
engaging.
I didn't look at
delivery.
you, either of you. It was the first picture I've not looked at you.
Yeah, don't tell them, but
it was good.
So
But
far, you're solid.
You articulated the problem so well at the beginning. Every step, I just wanted to listen more, and it kept taking us somewhere. So it was, and we got something to look at. And I don't know what's in there, but other than pineapples, but
some lettuce, pepper, onions.
But we
you
still
can
come
use it
back.
for jollof.
We still come back We still come back to the challenge of this being a massive problem.
Right.
So how are you going to roll this out? And how much do the storage units cost? Did you say? How much does each one cost?
So from AcoFresh, that's the partner we seek to partner with, it would take us roughly $4,000, $5,000 to provide solar capacity for where our warehouse is situated.
And how big is the unit?
It can take 4 tons. So
4 tons.
4 tons of.
So tell me in like a shipping container, 20-footer, 40-footer, less?
Less.
So like a 10-footer?
10-footer.
Okay, interesting.
And I guess how long do you envisage the produce staying in there?
So when we bring in the cold solar storage, then this produce can stay as fresh as 21 days. But for now, because we're using AC, it takes 3 to 4 days just.
But you're turning over quite like daily sales, right?
Right. We make daily sales, but we've not made profits yet.
What's the sales looking like?
5,000 cedis in revenue.
What's the biggest?
When did you start?
In revenue.
When did you start?
We started
Trading.
this year. We registered last year, but we started.
It's February, so you started in January.
Jan.
Okay.
So the 5,000 is coming from
sales.
Your expenses out of the 20% you've collected.
Right.
That's profit, or that's
no, that's revenue. So we.
Okay, so your 20% accumulates into 5,000.
Yes, please.
Okay, cool.
Well, the judges are impressed with the idea and what I've been able to do so far. I think I have to work on my sales aspect if I truly want to win the competition, for me to be able to stand out among my peers. But so far so good. The judges said I did incredibly well, but I still need to work on around my traction.
Legendary.
Hi, I'm Luther, and I'm here with Emmanuel, and we are from Agri Makeup. We are excited to meet the judges and to share the innovative things we are doing with them and with the whole world. See you.
Typhoid, cholera, diarrhea. All these are caused by organic waste. Why allow organic waste pollute the environment when we can recycle 100% of it all? We are Agri Makeup, and our circular economy principle is to convert organic waste created in Ghana into feed, fertilizer, and cash.
After successfully cultivating the black soldier fly larvae for the past 6 months, we came to ask ourselves a very ambitious question. How do we make use of all the waste generated in Ghana? For instance, in Accra alone, approximately 1,600 tons of organic waste is produced per day. What this equates to is a large amount of organic waste waiting to be used to make profits. At Agri Makeup, how we move towards doing this is by making the cultivation of the black soldier fly by the farmer simple, proficient, and monetarily valuable. And how we do this is in a 3-pronged approach. We offer intensive training whereby we train the farmers to be able to be excellent at the production of the black soldier fly larvae. Our second approach is to provide infrastructural support. Here is where we really shine. We provide the larve nest from recycled nets that is used to house the adult flies, use recycled material to provide the bioconversion trays which we use to produce the larvae, and finally also provide locally manufactured frames that will be used to make use of space. And finally, we provide a starter pack of 5-day-old neonates which allow them to kickstart their colonies in the shortest possible time. By so doing, we allow to have a large number of farmers doing this successfully, and as such, creating a very strong demand for organic waste within our markets. In so doing, we further strengthen our waste aggregators and then end up providing a situation whereby there's minimal waste, organic waste going to waste.
We have successfully reduced the cost involved in starting and producing your own black soldier fly colony massively. However, like Oliver Twist, we are not satisfied. And so we are seeking 100,000 cedis to be able to reduce the cost involved for the larve nest frames by hoping 40%, as well as create a circular economy future with our flagship product, which is the BioBox, which seeks to empower waste recycling, organic waste recycling in households, where households can convert the organic waste into feed, fertilizer, and cash. Thank you.
Everything you said means what in English? What are you producing? What is it?
Simply, we empower everybody else to produce feed, to convert any organic waste they generate at all into feed, fertilizer, or cash.
So the feed I would give to...
Feed for animal feed.
And then fertilizer for the farms?
For farms.
And then?
Cash, for those who want to
Can I see the thing in the container?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's not alive, is it?
It's just alive.
It can fly out?
Is it wriggling?
It wriggles. So.
Is it a worm?
Yes, that's the new.
So that's the new.
Go down. You take it down first.
So with this, you can fix that.
So you're producing gogomi?
Yes, sir.
So that gogomi will do what?
So it would consume the organic waste.
So it would eat the bola?
The bola.
And then?
Provide fertilizer and then bulk up to produce the protein.
So when a gogomi eats the fertilizer will do what?
No, the gogomi will eat the organic waste. And then...
I said don't speak that English. Take your time.
Sorry.
So you're producing gogomi. The gogomi will eat the bola. The waste bola. Then it will turn into what?
So the gogomi will gain weight.
The gogomi go big.
Exactly. When the gogomi makes big or goes big, that gogomi is rich in protein, nutritious fat.
You go fat.
Yeah, you go make fat. So you go process them like this.
So you go kill the gogomi.
You go boil them, then dry it, then you go process them.
Like chips.
You process them. So you can even make some meal and then add it to the feed preparation.
Okay, so now you have like cup like so. Then you will now mix it with a normal feed for the chicken.
Yes.
Or you will put for the fertilizer for the farms.
Yes.
Then the things will grow much more faster.
Awesome.
Oh.
Protein, pure protein.
So we are interested in
everywhere. So you see, everybody listening now understands.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I think we had a very helpful session with the judges. It was very insightful. We shared our work with them, we shared our technology with them, and they also made a very meaningful input that we'll be looking at. It also helped simplify what exactly we were communicating. We're excited and we will surely be back.
Not Recycling is my company. Actually, in the waiting room, I've seen people with a lot of beautiful products. That scares me a little bit because I'm doing the comparison myself, but I'm very much prepared, believing in the product that I have. Someone's own may look like it's the best, but the judges may tell it all. Hello, judges. I'm Etienne Nati from Not Recycling Limited. Tons of ties are imported into this very country, and they are supposed to be used for cars, but not all of them get to be used by cars. And those that are used by cars regularly are changed to prevent unforeseen accidents. But what do we see of all those types? Either they are bent or exposed into the gutters, exposing us to the breed of mosquitoes and other things. Now, that's recycling came to take the car, the tires into our homes, decorated in that way that we humans can live with it once again. As you can see right in front of me, we have a very beautiful setup made by us. That if you don't find the tires in the street anymore, you don't find them in the homes of anybody that can afford it. The price is very cheap. Now, we are being sustained by 600 people who are able to patronize our products. If one wants to burn a tire, it takes 400 degrees of temperature to get a tire burn, which ends up killing microorganisms in the soil, not to challenge the emission of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which is the baddest one of all things that are burnt. No one can challenge the carbon dioxide emitted by car tires into the atmosphere. That's sometimes or often brings disasters such as what to away our dear so rest in peace. Now, one may ask, how do we find market for this? We have a very large market, taking advantage of the after project having its Secretariat office in Accra, Ghana, here. We hope to be given the opportunity to be the best that will receive the 100,000 Ghana cedi, to expand our production site, to increase our research based on how to put a proper use of the tire, not just what we are doing, and then to employ more people. Without much ado, I will end here. Thank you.
So data and research and evidence are very important with your business. So you need to get these details very right so you know your market, you know?
Yes.
Who's buying this? I mean, is this your only design? Do you have other designs?
We have other designs.
Like what else do you do with the tires?
We have 3-in-1 chairs, we have 2-in-1, we have...
You didn't present those. Do you have any designs to show? You should have presented those in your pitch to show us what ranges you have within your collection.
You had 600 customers.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
How many tons does that equate to?
How many tons?
Of tires.
That we have used for the 600.
Yeah.
We have sold, that is, the order is based on what the person wants. We have the center tables.
Stop. Take your time.
Okay.
It's your story.
Yes.
We don't know what you're about to say.
Yes.
We'll go with what you say, if it makes sense to us. Convert the tons into kilos if you must.
Okay.
You know the average size of a tire? The average weight of a tire?
Okay.
Do you know the average weight of a tire? Do you know the weight of any tire?
No, I don't want to.
The products you're selling, you don't know the weight of any of them? This tire, this is a tire?
Yes.
You did this?
Yes.
What's the weight of this tire?
We didn't weigh. We don't have a machine for weighing it.
You know, it's written on it, or it's written on it's online, I'm sure.
We don't weigh.
Do you know why this is an important question?
It's important.
Do you know why it's an important question?
No.
Because you are claiming to save the planet, okay?
Yes.
You should be able to tell us how much you are saving in weight, okay? How does that equate to savings in real terms, in numbers? Business is about numbers.
Okay.
So you should have an idea of the weight of this single tire you're presenting us today. If you're doing a 3-piece unit, how many tires is that? How does that translate to carbon emissions, carbon reductions? You need to be able to speak this language because carbon credits and trading, I mean, these are all new currency and language for all of us to learn. You need to get into that and know what you are dealing with. If you don't know the weight of your own tire for one single table, we have a problem.
Looking at the faces of the judges, they really loved my product and they are interested in it. But I think I need to do a lot of research because I was caught up with some numbers I didn't have to provide at the moment. So I'm going to work on it and come back. I believe I can qualify to the next stage.
So we are elated to be part of the first 22 pitch our ideas, and for us, this is a win for us.
We are prepared. We've gotten our staffs together, rehearsed over the days that we were given. We are hoping to meet the judges, pitch to them, and let them know our idea is circular economy inclined, and hopefully emerge as the winners.
Hello, I'm Ronald presenting Sergey. Did you know that Ghana loses over 200 million food produce due to post-harvest losses? This according to the African
Institute of Post-Harvest Information System. Why should all this food go to waste when there are over 690 million people in the world that could make or take advantage of such food? Why should such food go to waste when farmers invest so much to make such food produce? I have a couple of farmers in the Volta region who are unable to sell some of their produce because of the limited access they have to the market. This is why Sergey was born. Sergey is a service that runs on a browser and a mobile app application. The purpose of Sergey is to source market for farmers and what they produce. Sergey also intends to repurpose food waste into compost. How do we do this? By advertising what these farmers produce on our website, on our digital platforms, and also through partnership with institutions such as schools and marketplaces that have good use for this food. How can we achieve this purpose? Sergey has association of farmers throughout the 16 regions of Ghana that feed us with information of what produce is available and what needs to be sold immediately. When we access that information, we speak to our partners. These are the institutions, schools, marketplaces, and other institutions that need this produce. Also, we advertise this produce on our website and other digital platforms. Moving away from how we're going to solve the post-harvest situation we have in Ghana, let's go to Sergey's compost project. As much as we want to eradicate food waste, there are some factors that hinder us completely eradicating food waste. Because of this, we want to repurpose this food waste into compost and give it back to the farmers to make nutritious food. How do we do this? By planting sustainable bins in vantage points where only food waste goes into these bins, and we assess them and make compost out of it. So aside as putting these bins at vantage points, on our site we have a place where people can donate their waste food so that we can process it. We are asking an amount of 98,000 Ghana cedis. This money goes into the technology we use, the composter for our compost, advertising, and human resource.
Thank you for the presentation. Now choose one. Has this company been set up? Has a platform been set up as an e-commerce platform to sell food, produce from the farms? Or it's been set up to address wastage?
Okay. So it's been set up to sell food from the farms,
okay,
to eradicate or help eradicate post-harvest losses.
Okay. So should we not call it for what it is? As an e-commerce platform.
An e-commerce platform.
To help connect buyers and sellers.
Yes.
And if you're successful with the platform, reducing post-harvest losses would be the secondary objective. I'm not saying accept what I'm saying, but do you think it makes sense?
It does make sense. Because it is.
So does that change your business module and the pitch?
It doesn't. Because
why? You've been with me so far, so why?
It doesn't. Because on the site, we have the produce, we have the price for the produce attached to it. It's an e-commerce platform.
We're just coming back from presenting our service. We are glad everything went well. The judges understood what we are trying to introduce to the market. Everything, we thought we were gonna face some hurdles, but things seem to be looking up for us, and we hope to be in the next stage and moving forward from that.
So we are currently prepared. We've done a lot of research with regards to our project and what we are doing. So we are prepared, and the feeling is normal. Yeah, we are going to put our best and hoping for the best as well.
Hello, judges. How many of us have eaten today? Oh, that's amazing. Yes. Now, do you know that you can spend only 41 days without food? Or let's say maybe 60 days. That is when you have excess intake of water. Now, this shows how very important food is in our everyday life. Now, here's the problem. There has been a rapid increase in the human population in the country. Yes. And the statistics from the Ministry of Food and Agriculture shows that in the next 20 years, if we do not scale up our production in food production, Ghana will definitely go hungry, or there will be food scarcity in the country. Here's the situation whereby smallholder farmers, which constitute to about 70% of the entire farming population, have taken over the baton to produce more food for human consumption. Now, but they do not get access to fertilizers. The fertilizers available are very expensive just because Russia and Ukraine are getting in the field, so the demand for fertilizer is very high. And now they are not getting access to it. They are being accessed by the rich farmers. That is why I present to you Agape. Agape produces a cost-effective, eco-friendly organic fertilizer for these smallholder farmers to increase their productivity.
I am Sergey, business development, and we have Angela Maintenance, she is supply chain expert. Now, Agape produces these fertilizers from food residues and other food waste. Now, food waste is a big problem in the manufacturing. Food disposal sites has been a challenge for them for the past few years because the level of food disposal is very minute, and currently they are getting closer to where human beings
So, we are in talking terms with the District Assembly of Asante Achimagogo, and they have decided to form partnership with us in order for us to come for these waste products. So, in as much as we are getting fertilizer for these farmers, we are also solving the problem of waste disposal for Asante Achimagogo. So, this product is going to create more jobs for women, youth, and also help to improve the standard of living of these farmers. That is why I ask you to join me, join hands with my team. Let's make Ghana a better nation, and let's make a change in the country. Thank you.
Hello, hi. Supply chain expert, you haven't spoken. And I need to ask you a question. What does a supply chain expert do?
Okay, they make sure that whatever product that they have and wherever they need to get the product to, they ensure that the product gets there.
So you're responsible, you need to find where it will come, your source of raw material will come from, and where it will get to.
Yes.
For Agape, tell me your chain, end to end. Don't skip anything.
Okay.
What do I have?
Okay, so from the first one, the raw materials, we will source out the raw materials from our crop residues. And then
from where?
Our crop residues, and also from food waste like plantain peels. So after that, we'll send them to a place or our factory for composting. So after the composting, they will ensure that we dry them, and after the drying, then we grind the products. So after grinding them, then we ensure that we turn them into granulation, the foams, and after that, we send them to our companies. So there will be a distribution from that granulation after packaging them. After packaging our products, then we'll send them to our customers.
And this is well said. I need to validate that. But are the granules equivalent to fertilizer, or there's a process that happens to it again?
That's the composting. So just if you use just the raw materials, you're not doing anything. But you need to compost it. Like you need to keep it there for some time before you can get what you want as your product, your fertilizer. Without you composting, you're not getting anything from your raw materials. You're just having a raw material without any fertilizer. So we want to transform the raw materials into our product, that's the fertilizer. So we'll do the composting. That's where our product becomes feasible.
How many days or weeks for a standard process?
Okay, it depends on the materials that we are using, like the food materials that we are using. So for plantain peels, you can take like 10 days to do it. So and then cassava, it depends on the product, but we mostly are going to use the cassava peels, and it will take 10 days to make it.
Well, I was tensed a bit when the judges asked why my partner was the only one speaking. Then I decided to come up and then speak too. So I believe that we'll get onto the stage.
My company name is Ecotec Solutions, and I'm feeling very much positive today, and I'm 100% prepared for the judges to tell them what Ecotec Solutions does in relation to the circular economy. Hi judges, my name is Dauda Mustafa, founder of Ecotec Solutions. Now at Ecotec Solutions, we create food waste management system where we collect food waste and then we convert it into liquid fertilizers. We do so by collecting this food waste from restaurants, food vendors, grocery stores, and then we pass it through an aerobic process of digestion using a unique inoculant of bacteria which digest the food waste rapidly within a lifespan of maybe 1 month to obtain the liquid fertilizer. So in the circular economy, we are trying to extract the nutrient that is locked up in the food waste, which might have been ended up somewhere in the landfills, and then we redirect it back into the economy. By so doing, we create a loop of sustainable consumption that's adhered to the principle of the circular economy. And we also try to reduce waste, and that will also impact the environment. So we have this system in place that digests the food waste anaerobically, and then we also have another system where we digest the food waste using underground pits. Now, both of which give different kind of products. So the first one will give us liquid fertilizer, and then a byproduct called biogas, which can also be tapped as a resource. Now, the second one that we digest underground also gives us black soldier flies, which come naturally into the field. So when we are working, depending on the kind of product we want to produce, we determine what method we will use to produce the kind of fertilizer. Now, where we are situated, there is high demand of fertilizer in the north. Every day, fertilizer don't reach us well. Farmers fail, maize crops and everything. So we see it as a very vital point to actually solve the food waste problem and also bridge the gap of this fertilizer that is always in scarcity during farming season. So we have a very unique technology where we digest the food waste within a very short lifespan in order to be able to produce the liquid fertilizer. Unlike other compost making people who actually take a much longer time to be able to produce to meet demand. We have this inoculant that we've prepared using an inoculant. But after that, we take everything and then we analyze the nutrient content. We realize that every time we use different kind of food waste, the nutrient composition differ. So we don't actually attach the nutrient composition.
Okay, thank you. Just give us your one line to end it.
Okay, so I think we seek to bridge the gap between the...
What are you asking for?
So we are asking for this amount of 100,000 to actually scale up our business and then put up infrastructure in place to be able to produce the liquid fertilizer.
It's very generic. What are you asking for and what are you going to use it for?
Well, we are asking for funding, and then we seek to put up a very big infrastructure. We want to scale up our production side because what we have, we are unable to produce to meet demand. Yes.
You know, I think I'm a little bit confused.
Okay.
I think you're speaking like you read a book or you watched a video and you're just chew and pour. I feel like that from you. Like,
did you watch season 1?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm not getting a very clear sense. You talked about biodigesters, anaerobic digestion, liquid fertilizer.
Is no one else
we understand it. It's of course it's in huge demand. Fertilizers in huge demand.
But you said it's very unique.
But you say you have a proprietary system where it can accelerate the biodigestion process.
Yes.
Is that unique to you?
Yes.
Or is it just normal science?
No, it's unique.
Unique. So you patented it.
Yes.
You put a patent on it.
Yes.
You own the technology.
No, you know, IMOs have been used already. Indigenous microorganisms.
Yes.
So that's what we prepared.
Okay.
And then we add it to the food waste that digest.
But that's an open source thing. Everyone knows. It's not a secret thing. It's not unique to your company, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But one thing that's unique to us too is we have a unique technology, a waste management collection, where we have these smart dustbins.
So what have you done in the business? How much have you sold? How many customers do you have? Who are your customers?
Okay, so far we've been able to produce up to 500 liters of liquid fertilizers.
Fertilizer, right?
And then we tested it in 2021, we gave it out to about 20 farmers who used it on different crops. So they gave us the feedback, and then it was very interesting. So there's demand for it. And
How many farmers?
20.
20?
Yes,
Okay.
with different crops.
In one district?
Yes, in one district. So they are calling for more, not they alone, because when they use it, it actually yielded result for them.
Better than traditional fertilizer?
Not better than traditional fertilizer, because the inorganic fertilizer actually gives a very fast result within a very short time.
Define better.
But this one actually, it doesn't come like inorganic fertilizer, but within a scope of maybe 2 to 3 weeks, they saw the result.
But you're competing with chemical fertilizer.
Yes.
That's your competition.
Yes.
It's imported, it's now very expensive, it's not available. So your solution has to at least be better performing.
Yes.
So that's what you have to work on.
Wow, it was very wonderful experience. I was a bit tensed, actually. I was able to overcome it and then attend to the questions of the judges. And I took their suggestions too into consideration. And I'm very much hopeful that I will come back for the next year.
My name is Dela Duque Kujau from Immobilance. Well, a bit nervous, but by the time we get there, I believe I'll prove myself.
Hello, judges. My name is Dela Duque Kujau, and we are from Immobilance. I tell you a personal story. Imagine your mother, a teacher, goes to school and then suffers sudden stroke. Everybody around her colleagues, teachers, and students don't know what to do. And because of delay, before they get her to the hospital, 2 days later, she passes on. This is the story of my mother. Our service, Immobilance, is basically to provide emergency response and medical delivery service rapidly to victims using electric bicycles. Electric bicycles produce no CO2s. They actually neat and clean, provide clean environment for us, making it sustainable. Our model or our business and service uses the bicycles, which produce no carbon emissions, so that we can deliver our medical emergency services to our clients or to subscribers. We are doing this in partnership with our technology partners that provides us the equipment or the vehicles whilst we provide rapid response to our victims. This is our model, and today I want to invite you as investors. In a circular economy where we are able to reduce pollution to the environment through the delivery of emergency response and medical to patients to prevent the tragedy that happened to my parents or any family. This is our business, and I invite you to invest in our business. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I think I'll speak for us and say that thank you for sharing a story about your mom. We're sorry to hear of her passing, but it's great that you can see some positive action out of something that was so bad. Obviously, with Solar Taxi, they're getting a lot of good press for what they're doing. So it's good to see you partnering with them. So tell me more though about the business model of your business. Like who are going to be your clients?
Okay, so we have pharmacies that we are already working with. As in, we have conversations that have gone far. There are two models to our business. We have the medical delivery service and then the emergency response service. The medical delivery service basically will provide supplies to clients. Anybody can order through an app called Wati. It's a GPS location app that you can order, and based on having the clients that we have on board, you can order and then we'll deliver rapidly to your home anywhere you are within our service area.
Which is currently where?
We are yet to roll out, we'll be rolling out the first phase of the medical deliveries in April.
Where?
In Accra.
Okay.
In Accra. And because our bikes work within 10-kilometer radius, for the first service, we will be piloting 5 bikes for the medical deliveries. 2 months after that, then we'll also continue with the second phase, which will be the emergency response service, because that will require a lot more medical supplies for that particular, which will require additional equipment, say AEDs, because one of the things we want to do is to popularize the use of AEDs. Automated external defibrillator. Yes, these are portable resuscitation machines that will be able to resuscitate anyone that has gone into cardiac arrest or heart attack mode.
So it's good to see, I mean, you know, Ghana especially, we're very used to seeing ambulances carrying dead bodies. Yes. So it's great to see an ambulance service like this that is being developed. So well done on that. And it's really good to see, you know, mobility and other e-bikes gaining popularity in this way. So I commend you on the model that you are proposing. So I want to know a bit more about your team. Who is delivering the emergency response services in your team? How will that work? Where are you sourcing them from? Are they permanent employees of yours? Tell me a bit more about the team and the service itself.
Yes, so we identify that there's a great opportunity in here. Take for instance, the Ghana Health Service is not able to absorb the diploma nurses that pass out. And so there are a lot of them sitting at home currently. So what we have done is to bring this to the team in order to train them on the use as our riders. We call them medical dispatchers. So they are trained, and we're going to have additional training for them in order to get medical care to either your home or the supplies to your home.
Great. And with your subscribers, how do we pay? If I was a customer, do I pay a subscription every month? What's the model?
So there are 2 parts. You can pay subscription, or you can pay on service delivery as well.
I believe we have been able to convince the judges on the secularity of our business model, Immobilance. And the feedback from them has been positive. And so I believe the next stage, we will come on for the next stage.
A 100,000 Ghana cedi investment funding is the offer on the table. Which of the projects picks it up at the end of the day? In our next episode, the next batch of contestants will make their way to battle their projects out to the top, and then 17 of them will be cut down to 10. This is the Circular Economy Competition, a program in line with the European Union's support to Ghana's net zero ambition, SDG Goal 12 in responsible consumption, production, and social equality. My name is Bliss King. I'll be back next week.